Okay, welcome back to Charlottesville tonight. This is Political Tuesday. On the left, Sean McCord from UVA. Sean, thank you so much for being here. On the right, radio talk show host Joe Thomas. Tonight we're talking about the one-year anniversary of the Teresa Sullivan debacle, the firing, the rehiring, and we're going to start tonight with Sean.
Well, as Bob pointed out, I am a longtime UVA employee, and when I got the email a year ago that the president had resigned, I, like everyone else, had a million questions. So a year later, the president's been reinstated. Most of the principles are still in place. And the questions remain. Why did the Board of Visitors, in particular Rector Helen Dragas, move to depose the president? There have been numerous national stories, emails released via FOIA requests, hints of something to do with online courses, and yet no real or clear answers. So a year later, what is the lesson learned? That a small cadre of political appointees can conspire to impose their free market ideas on the Commonwealth's largest public institution and, win or lose, face no consequences.
Helen Dragas, though, appointed by a Democrat, Tim Kaine.
And reappointed by
a Republican.
Governor McConnell.
Yep.
That's right.
Joe Thomas, what do you think about this? You think that we still don't know what really happened?
Well, I think we do have a lot of documentation on what happened. What we're looking at here is a long period of nobody looking at what's going on in the Board of Visitors, followed by a very explosive moment where Teresa Sullivan did what many of us do when we're in management and we're left in a place where there doesn't seem to be any room in between the rock and the hard place, saying, that's it, I'm going to take my rocks and go elsewhere. And to her credit, she rode this, as I said at our end of the year show, she was the big winner in 2012 in this area because she took a difficult position in the first place, replacing somebody as successful as John Castine, and has really done what very few people before her have ever done, not just at UVA, but in management in general. Not just survive, but perhaps has now an opportunity to surpass the legacy of somebody like John Castine.
Sean, you agree with that? Surpass the legacy of John Castine?
Well, if there is one positive outcome of last summer's unpleasantness, and it may be this, that the unity of hope and action that bound together university staff and faculty does not simply disperse, that we watch the watchmen, and that we have a better appreciation for the forces outside of our academical village that may guide our fate. After 20 years as a UVA employee, I finally feel a member of a real community. So let's keep that going.
Interesting. Okay. Sean McCord, appreciate it. Thank you for your time. Joe Thomas, thank you, as always.
Let's just make note of the 100,000 people who are now taking these online courses, though, at UVA. Right. That's a big deal for the university.
Indeed it is. Okay. We will be back with local sports right after this. Stay with us.